birthday. Hey friends, and welcome back. I'm Tara Swiger, and I am in the Great Smoky Mountains on my way to Asheville. It's my birthday. I'm 40 today, and I just dropped off the baby at his grandparents', and the three bigger girls are at school or educare, and I'm going to Asheville to spend the day by myself. Now, my plans were to go to the North Carolina Arboretum and walk around for a few hours, then go see the movie Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, at like this really great theater that like serves, I'm gonna get roasted Brussels sprouts and like sit in a recliner. I'm so excited, but the weather is not great, so I'm not sure if walking around the Arboretum makes sense, so I'm just gonna drive there. I was also considering stopping off at Weaverville. There's a little bakery. I could sit and read in the bakery, read my book. I'm just gonna drive, and so we're gonna have a good day today. I thought I'd bring you along with me to whatever it ends up being. And then after the movie theater, if it's not rainy, I'm gonna walk around downtown Asheville. I'm actually hoping to go to the used bookstore and see if they have a copy of Anne of Green Gables. I'm wearing my Anne of Green Gables shirt. I'd like us to start the Anne of Green Gables read along here in a minute, so we'll see if I can find anything there. That's my plans for the day. Then I'm going back. I'm picking up my baby, getting dinner. I think I want Indian food for dinner. Let's get going. This looks ridiculous. I cannot get my car clip thing to clip. My phone keeps sliding away. So we're totally hands-free, Mom, so don't worry about me. I wanted to use this time to catch up on a couple things and tell you what is coming up. It's very, very exciting. So I talked to my friend Jolie that part of the problem with the past 2 years is I haven't shipped anything in the Seth Godin sense of like put it into the world, like ship it, like call it complete and just like put it out there and see what happens. I haven't done that in so long that I've lost all the confidence around doing it, and I've kind of lost the belief in myself that I'm gonna do it. And so what feels like happens is that I like spin my wheels, and then I like have a crisis of confidence, or don't think something's good enough, or I end up like having to take a week away from it, and when I come back to it, I'm not interested in it anymore. That's been the whole last like 2 years, combined with a lot of like other stuff, like even just figuring out what I wanted to do. And I have to remind myself that I actually have started shipping, because before January of 2022, I wasn't doing anything public other than some Instagram posts, which I used to give myself a lot of credit for. But like what I started doing in January of 2022 is regularly publishing videos on YouTube, which are so much more complex and time intensive and like creatively stimulating than Instagram posts. But for some reason my brain thought like Instagram posts equal you're a productive member of society, but like YouTube videos is like no big deal, just a hobby. And I think that's just an interesting thing to notice. Back when I used to teach the class Wrangle Your Time, we would talk about, one of the first lessons is noticing what your rules are. What are your internal rules for what counts and what doesn't? And for some reason Instagram posts would count, but YouTube videos wouldn't count. That's ridiculous. YouTube videos are so much harder to make than an Instagram post. It's just really interesting to notice that rule, and to notice what rules I was having for myself about what counted as shipping, and so what I would like give myself credit for versus beat myself up for not doing. And just like I feel like in the past couple weeks I've like looked a lot at that and been like, oh, this is where I've been, and I don't have to keep those rules. I can accept other rules. Other things can count as productive. And so that shift has been a big one. So I had to get out my sunglasses because it's getting glary. Okay, so I am in the beautiful Weaverville, North Carolina. I've got an hour till my movie starts, and it's about 20 minutes away. So I'm gonna stop off here and go into a little bakery, I think. There's also a park that I'm gonna walk around, but it says that it's gonna start raining in 2 minutes. So If it rains, I'll go to a coffee shop. I'm so funny. I have my book, my journal, my knitting. I have editing that I can do on the phone, that I'd love to do on the phone. And just like, oh, and then also working on the podcast episode. I have 20 minutes, but I have 500 things with me because, oh my gosh, I have moments alone. I don't have to work on it. I want to work on it. So this is my time alone. I could do anything I wanted. I want to drink a coffee slowly while it's still hot and think about my work because it feels really good right now. Okay, let's go. By the way, this is the book I'm bringing in with me, Dear Senthuran by Akwaeki Emezi. And this book is so good. I really, really recommend you read this book if you want to do anything creative in the world. What Akwaeki says about process and how quickly Akwaeki writes books is amazing. And just everything in this book is so good. Definitely go get it. Akwaeki is also the author of Freshwater and Pet, which is a graphic novel I read. I haven't read Freshwater or The Death of Vivek OG. They've had 7 books come out in 4 years. Akwaeki Emezi is killing it. And this book is giving me life right now. Well, I sat down to say hi and it immediately started raining. I got a lavender oat milk latte at All Good Coffee and I'm officially out in the rain. I'm gonna run back to my car. I'm very, very glad I let go of the idea of going to the Arboretum because I just got completely and totally soaked just walking back from getting a coffee. So, you know, I was like, oh, I have these 500 things I could do while I sit and drink my coffee, but instead I went for a walk in the little nature park. It was beautiful, no rain. Decided to go get coffee. Got the coffee, beautiful. Stepped outside. And so the walk to the car completely drenched me. It was maybe a 1-minute walk. Like, I wasn't out in it at all, but it's raining very heavily. So I now have 35 minutes to get to my movie theater that's 25 minutes away, so I should make it. Okay, I'm in downtown Asheville now. I'm totally dried off. Just finished Everything Everywhere All at Once. Such a crazy movie. If you like Scott Pilgrim, it's got that vibe. It's got that like bonkers, so weird, completely amazing, I absolutely love it kind of vibe. But instead of starring like a young teenage white boy, it stars a 50, 60-year-old Asian woman who is kicking butt the entire time. It's Michelle Yeoh from from a million things, but also Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And she gets to do some of that awesome stuff. She gets to be a mom. She gets to be like the real heart of the story is her motherhood, and I cried at the end. It's not like there were bits of it towards the end where I was like, okay, but like I loved it all the way through. And up until the last maybe 15-20 minutes, my mind was like, it definitely feels like you're on something when you watch it. It is bizarre in the best way. One of the things I want to tell you is that as I've been driving, I've been listening to the podcast, the Joe Gardner podcast, specifically the episode Growing Joy, and it's about a new book that is plant care as self-care, and I am so excited about this book. I think it comes out just in the next few days as I'm listening to the podcast, so I'm going to link that book up below, and I'm definitely going to pre-order it. I think that's a perfect birthday book for me. Good morning. It is the morning after my birthday, and I got a birthday gift that I thought I would show you, and I'll show you what I picked up at the bookstore yesterday when I went shopping, because I realized I never kind of like wrapped that up for you. Something came in the mail while I was out, and that is a lavalier mic. So it's hard to tell because I got a big sticker over it, but this is something I've been waiting for. I'd have it on right now and you'd be able to hear the difference, except that it needs a dongle to attach to my iPhone, which I knew when I bought it, and I have no idea why I didn't add the dongle to the cart. So we're either gonna pick a dongle up. How many times can I say dongle? Today, while we're out, I'm gonna order one. But I'm so excited to use this, see how it improves the sound. So let me include a clip here of me testing this once I get the dongle. Okay, so this is me without the microphone plugged in, and this is me with the microphone plugged in. So this is with the microphone. It's attached here. It's going into my pocket. It's got this clips onto my pocket, which I love, and then it goes into the phone, and I need to adjust the wire because it's kind of pulling on the phone. And then yesterday, while I was in Downtown Books and News, I think is what it's called. It's the used bookstore in downtown Asheville. I found something I've been looking for, which is a guide to the birds. So this is called an instant guide to the birds. My grandma had something very similar when I was little, except for that it was paperback. But this, and I found one similar to what she had, but it just had too much on it. This is super simple. So each page is one bird, and they're organized by where you're likely to see them. Okay, so I've been joined by my guard dog. But this book, the real thing was that it's small. And I love the front has an inscription that says, "To Auntie with love, May 29th, 1992. Isn't that fabulous? So she got it the same week I did, because I picked it up June 3rd and she got it May 29th. And when she got it, I was 10 years old. So almost exactly 30 years later. I was gonna say almost exactly 30 years later, but my son just put a Hot Wheels car in my coffee. They're getting crazy here, so I gotta go faster. Other thing I found was books 2, 3, and 4 of the Bantam classic Anne of Green Gables. So we've got Anne of Avonlea, Anne of Windy Poplars, and Anne of the Island. I am so excited about these. I had found books 4, 6, and 8 in this series, so now I have 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. But I love the illustration on number 4. I'm so excited. Okay, so this was just a perfect birthday gift, and they were $2.95 each, which just makes it even better. $3 book. Okay, so that was at the used bookstore. And then I came home to find a gift from a dear friend on my porch in the prettiest bag. And she gave me a coffee mug, which you know I love, but what's extra special about it is it's all banned books. And as you fill it up with hot coffee, the black marks come off, and it's all the titles of books that have been banned over the years. How perfect is that? That is going to be so perfect. We are going to drink out of this in an upcoming video. So Brandon got me the awesome mug, and then she also got me this bag. I like to party, and by party, I mean read books. Isn't that so great? So I'm so happy with this bag. I'm going to use it at the library, for the mug, for the wonderful birthday. I just thought I would show you a little bit about what I got, and I hope you guys are having an excellent day. I think I actually recorded a goodbye yesterday on my birthday, so let's go to yesterday's birthday, girl. I hope you enjoyed my birthday. Did you enjoy June 3rd? I hope you did. Bye. Around posing for a picture with my broccoli for the thumbnail. I hope you appreciate this.